guys, it's Misty Eyez and
Sister Indica.
And we're here with a Get Made Up with Misty. If you want to see how to do these amazing looks.
You're being very generous tonight.
What do you mean? You don't like
amazing?
your face?
You know, it's just this old thing.
If you want to look like this old thing, keep watching. Girl, we had a Kiki getting ready.
Epic Kiki.
We never hung out. We'd met on a couple occasions. Hey girl, bye girl.
Right. Hey girl, bye girl. Let me ghost out of here.
And we did dinner today. And then we did an interview for her.
My show, Joy Bomb, which you can listen to on iTunes or Podomatic. It is currently the #1 LGBT podcast on Podomatic.
Well, that's amazing.
Not to brag or anything, but she's on episode 150, so that's big. It's a big number, and
which by the time you see this, it'll have already been aired.
Yeah.
But you can we put a link to it? Can they go back and listen to it now?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's an hour long.
Yeah, hour-long gab fest.
We could have went at least 3 hours. Like, we were chatting, and I have the privilege to tell you that what we talk about today in this video, we didn't discuss on that. Like, we spent another hour together for you on my channel, and we didn't repeat anything. Mm-mm. And
fresh content for both of us.
We didn't even talk about what we talked about at dinner on other occasions either.
Then there's just so much more.
Yeah, we'll have to get together and do this.
Yes.
Again.
I'm here.
It'll be fun.
I'm here for a little bit longer, so I'm game.
So long story short, she is a sister of Perpetual Indulgence.
Yes.
And it is a charity 501c3 nonprofit organization for the gay community mostly, but not just the gay community. And I am one of the founding sisters of the Fort Lauderdale House, the South Florida Sisters of the Rising Sun. And I am currently on emeritus status, which means I don't have the responsibility of manifesting on a regular basis.
Kind of retired, kind of in retirement.
Semi-retired.
And I'm actually an emeritus sister in LA. So when I leave this house in October, I'm just going to go back to being a retired old lady and pop up
Semi-retarded.
Leotarded, for sure.
So, so I'm like, you know what? I haven't manifested with the sisters in a year and 2 months. I think it was Gay Days 2 years ago that I actually manifested in June. And I'm going to do whiteface. So you get to see me do whiteface with her.
It's been a hot minute since
I actually used some of her stuff.
Yeah, we shared some stuff, you know.
So you're going to want to watch this video and you're going to love it.
You are.
It's a good time.
Guaranteed.
Keep watching. All right, so you commented on one of my videos about wanting to try my pussy cream.
Yes. Is that how you get to be so fish? Is this pussy cream on your face, girl?
That's my secret.
That's your secret?
Bitch, this just happened to me like 3 weeks ago. But it did change my life. Look how much I've already used. I share it with everybody I know. Like, I'm a girl, you have to try this. It's life-changing.
Did you buy stock in Monistat?
No.
Is there a reason why you're pushing this?
That's a good idea.
You should buy stock. Always buy stock in things you like. That's the tip. That's the pro tip for you.
That's a Misty minute.
That's a Misty minute.
That's a minute.
Seriously.
Yeah, you should try this.
I'm ready.
It doesn't, and you said you have one for me to try.
I do. Here, my homegirl, Dr. Jen from Atomic Cosmetics.
Where's that?
The colorsthatgoboom.com. She's an amazing woman, scientist, PhD.
How did you meet this woman?
Well, she started her own makeup company.
Okay.
And I had heard about it because she does these pigments that are so highly pigmented, like it's the best pigment ever. So I heard about it, tried it, loved it, and then I just developed a relationship with her, a friendship with her. She's amazing. I love her. And so she has a whole line of products, skincare, everything, and I am going to be using a lot of her products today, but she sent me a primer. It's called Optimus Primer, which is very cute, and I wanted you to try it.
Okay.
And I'm going to try your pussy cream.
Yeah.
All up on this mug.
Optimus Primer. Now, do I apply this with my finger?
You do it just like you would this stuff.
You know, it already looks like that.
Right. It's probably very similar. Like you said, it's like silicone base. I really, when I use primers, I typically use Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Okay. But since I moved to Florida, it's so freaking humid here that I don't really even use primers. But your house is so cold that I feel like I can actually wear a primer, because normally when I'm getting ready, my house is so humid and hot that I can't even fuck with the primer because I just melt.
Well, I'm a BBW, and I like a cold house.
Hells yes. You're just like my mother.
Now, you know what's funny is last night I did Anna Nicole Smith, and I had to glue down a lace front. And the glue is still on my face.
I didn't know what was happening, so I wasn't going to judge you. I didn't know if this is part of the transition. I don't know.
No,
I don't know what I don't know. So I wasn't going to, I'm not going to say
I'm not allergic to my hormones or anything. It's just glue stuck to my head, and it comes off with washing it, but not the first 5 times. Mm-hmm. So I took a shower last night, I took a shower today, and I can get in there with like a scrub brush and baby oil or whatever. This is nice.
This is nice.
Yeah. I think I like Monistat better, but this is not bad.
This is when you want to spend the money and have like that name brand. And this is when
you have $6 and you go to CVS.
You know, like you know what? I actually, when I first started doing drag makeup as a sister, I was thinking that you had to buy everything name brand, but costume shop, like all had to be super costume makeup, and you can't use normal stuff from like a drugstore. Yeah. But now I realize, like, if you have like if you have a good foundation and good pigments, everything else is fair game. To the point, I'm gonna show you where the hell is it on my pencils. This is a L'Oreal Color Riche or whatever thing. I got that because Miss Fame uses these. Okay. And I'm like, if it's good enough for that bitch's mug,
she's painted.
It's good enough for mine.
She's fully dusted.
Who am I to not buy L'Oreal?
Can't be mad at the dust.
So if you have a good foundation and a good pigment, because that's really where it's the pigments that are hard to show up on white face makeup, then you can get drugstore eyeliner, you can get drugstore mascara, you can get everything else, and you can get this for your face. You know, your primer.
$6. All right, so you've already discovered with the intro, obviously, but this is Sister Indica.
Hi.
And she's my sister through life and spirituality, but also she's my sister through Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
Yes.
So I am now, would I call it semi-retired from the sisters? Well, I'm an emeritus sister, so I'm not retired.
But you were a founder.
I was definitely a founding sister.
And as I've said before many times on my podcast, Joy Bomb.
Yeah.
It's like that shameless plug I slip in there.
Go ahead. We'll plug it all.
Yeah. What I do, I've said it many times, like, once you're a sister for life. So it doesn't matter how active you are or whatever. You were a founding sister. You were a sister. You're a sister forever. So, yeah, we're sisters.
Absolutely. But in honor of your being here, I'm going to do sister makeup. I'm not performing as a sister. I'm going to perform as like a club kid drag queen. But I'm going to paint my face with you.
I love that.
Now,
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I didn't. It's something I decided today.
Like, literally, just like, it just
I was like, you know what? I haven't done a white face video in a long time. And I like to show people diversity. And this is a backstage pass to the getting ready process. Let's show them sister stuff. Now, you actually want me to try yours.
Again, plug in Atomic Cosmetics. She don't pay me. I'm not saying you should, Dr. Jen. I'm not saying that, but this is White Girl Wasted. It is Dr. Jen, Atomic Cosmetics, her Spackle, which is her foundation. She does very good drag foundations. So really in all colors, all shades.
Well, I usually use
but she has a white. Yeah, she has a white
and one. I have to heat mine up with a hairdryer first.
No, this one, that's Ben Nye, right?
Yeah.
That shit's like clay.
Yeah.
This shit is like butter.
All right, so you go first. I want to watch you do it.
And on top of this, it's
going to be super nice.
Monistat mug. This is going to like slide. You just watch.
Go ahead.
Actually, you know what? I can't.
You can't?
I have to do my eyebrows first.
Oh, then I guess I'll go first.
You go first. I got to do. Yeah, because your eyebrows are snatched. They're good.
I'm shaved. My eyebrows are gone.
Yeah, mine are not. So I have to use Prozaid. This is a hardcore, super hardcore medical adhesive that I use to cover my eyebrows.
Now, what's funny is we've been internet friends for a long time. And you said, she just interviewed me for her show.
Yeah.
This probably won't post till 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Because I try to post Get Made Up with Misty every weekend, and I'm working on one already for this weekend. Mm-hmm. You'll be next weekend.
Okay.
When is your radio show being posted?
It'll be live tomorrow morning.
Okay, so it's definitely like 2 weeks ago.
It's already edited. Like, it's done. I'm done.
She didn't even edit it.
I'm so OCD. Like, I'm like, no, we're done. I already made the MP3. I just had to upload the MP3 and then fucking. Oops.
We did it. Yes, of course. It's YouTube, girl.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna upload it. It'll be live tomorrow. But yeah, Joy Bomb on iTunes or Podomatic. You can find me. Joy Bomb, my sister Indica. That's me. And it was my 150th episode.
Which is a big deal for you.
It's a big deal because it's
a big deal for me too.
It's 150, but so I was so happy to have her on it, and I was so nervous in the beginning.
Of our interview?
Yeah.
We spent an hour together. I made sure to go spend time. Okay.
Yeah.
We spent a full hour. She rode in my car to Moe's. And we went and kikied over.
All the kiki, yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Why were you nervous?
You know, I think it's because I'm so used to doing my show in my house. Because I'm so OCD.
You're out of your element.
That was totally out of my element. And I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah. That's why.
Okay, so I'm doing a new foundation.
Yeah.
Do I need more, or can I just blend it in from here?
You could just blend it in.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you can blend it in and add more.
Because sometimes you need, like, a full coat.
Yeah. This is really good, though. It's very pigmented, so you should be okay.
Well, I'm glad you're not nervous now.
No, I'm good now. And so I'm like, that was like our, like...
I used to compete with voice, and I used to get super nervous to go on stage, and then I wouldn't relax until after, like, the first verse.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the first verse, you can get into the song and let it go. But I get you. When did you relax on the interview? Oh, I had my ears. I'm going to take this off.
I don't know. Probably 10 minutes in or so.
An hour interview.
Yeah, it was an hour. It could have gone. I could have been like 3 hours, but we had to do this. Like we had to get ready, so I had to like shut my trap and.
You know, you're like, well, not the. I don't know the number, but you're the minieth. You're the minieth interview that I've done. That, they're like, God, I wish I could do like 2 or 3 interviews with you. Like we could keep talking. Forever.
So
like
I'll have to have you back on. And
Yeah,
what I normally do is I will interview someone first, and the first time I have them on, it's an interview. The second time I have them on, it is like a co-host, and we talk about hot topics and the, you know, what's happening in the news.
Yeah.
And then I'll do these round tables where I'll have like multiple people. I'll have like 3 people on, and I'll combine different people, different personalities that work together. So I've had some people that have been on my show, like my homegirl, Big Mel, my best friend.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous, but she's tiny and petite, but her nickname is Big Mel. And she's been on 7 times.
How is she big and little at the same time?
It's because she has this personality that is very, like, she is gorgeous, petite, beautiful, but she has like this personality of a dirty old man.
Okay.
So it's totally just
over the top.
Fun. It's so like, it's just funny because she's so tiny. Like, it's ridiculous. It's just to be outlandish.
I'm Big Mel.
Right.
But, okay, can I be Tiny Misty?
You can be Tiny Misty.
I'm just kidding. My personality is just as big as my body.
Right, so you just be Misty.
Yeah.
It's too late in the game to change it up.
Now, you know what's funny? Speaking of sisters.
Yeah.
Sister Mary Timothy Simplicity.
Yes, my homegirl.
And I are very close friends.
I love her.
And she stayed with me for a long time in my house. I know more things about that girl that I'm a sister. I would never spill the tea. But,
right. I don't know her like that.
She used to tell me that my spiritual drag mother was Sister Roma.
Oh, okay. I know her.
And Sister Roma told me that I should not change my sister name. That my sister name should be Misty Eyez
really?
As well. Yes. She was adamant about it.
That's weird.
She's like, I don't know why, because my sister name is Sister Psychoanalyze. Because I'm very analytical.
Right.
I like to analyze everything.
Yeah.
I want to know when, where, why, how, all that. And she's...
That's interesting.
But I wanted to keep the eyes for Misty because in the parades and stuff, like I'm walking around and I'd be like, Misty! And at first I'd try not to...
acknowledge them.
Because I'm not Misty right now. I'm Psycho. Yeah, so...
I always thought that was weird for you.
What?
Being that you're so well known here.
Yeah.
Like how...
It is weird.
It's like, girl... I know it's you. Like,
Everybody
what are you trying
does.
to do? You know,
they can see me from the back and know it's me.
Right.
They know my legs, my butt, whatever.
But people like newer sisters, like, you know, that are coming up would ask me like advice about names, and I know a lot of drag queens who became sisters, and they're like, I'm just gonna keep my drag name, and I'm very much against that.
Oh, are you?
Totally against that. That's why I'm kind of odd that she would give that kind of advice. Because for me,
and Lady Redbush or Sister Mary Timothy agreed with her.
Really?
But Sister Mary Timothy
has like
also
3 names.
Had a different name for her drag.
She has 3 names.
Yeah.
2 sister names and a drag name.
She's bipolar.
Yeah, well.
Schizophrenic. What's that called? I don't know. She's multiple personality disorder.
To each their own. It's not advice that I would give, but, you know.
I kept it separate because...
I like that. I think because it makes sense. It's like...
I acted a little differently in both situations. Although, even still, I haven't manifested with the sisters in literally over a year.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my ministry self as Misty is still very much the same.
Right.
But...
Well, when it boils down to it, like, we are...
Who we are.
Right, because, like, when I became a sister about... or over 7 years ago... a lot of people were like, you have to create like this whole separate persona. It's like a completely separate person. And it was very kind of like, multiple personality disorder where it's like, this, and people would speak of themselves in the third person, like, well, that is her. And I'm like, bitch, that's you. Like, you're scaring me here.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was like, look, it's just me. It's me with makeup.
Lots more.
But it's just me. And if anything, I'm probably more flamboyant and outrageous as a boy than I am as a sister.
You're quiet as a sister?
I'm more chill. Maybe it's all the weed I smoke. That could be it.
There was a time when you came to one of my shows and left very quickly.
Well, no, because we were, okay.
You're not letting me finish my story.
Oh, fine, go ahead.
There was a time when you came to my sister's show, and I was so excited. And I told everyone, my friend's sister Indica is here to see me. And they're like, which one's Indica? I'm like, oh, blah, 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 blah. She's the one. And like, oh, the pretty one? I'm not saying names. I don't want you to mention who you were with, because it doesn't matter. But my point of what I was going at is that you're a very pretty sister.
Well, thank you.
And being a sister is not about being beautiful. It's about the ministry.
Right. But
you're a very pretty girl.
Now, let me tell you why.
Well, there's a reason.
Because I have crippling OCD.
Okay.
I'm such a mess.
Obsessive.
I'm a psychotic mess.
Okay.
So I take the time and I put the effort in, not because I want to be the prettiest one, but because I can't.
You want to be finished.
I've got to keep it together. I have no other option. But I felt bad leaving.
Yeah, I felt bad too. I hadn't even performed. Nothing had happened.
Right.
And I'm like, where'd they go?
Well, I know you were working. And
you came at the time when I was the busiest.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that was my first hello to you, and I didn't even have time to say hello except for just hello. Like, I was waiting tables, and I had to get once all the food's in and everyone's good and doesn't need refills, I can actually kiki and hang out.
I was like, oh, she's working. I was like, she's working. We better get the hell out of here. We're annoying her. We have to beat it. So I felt bad.
Quite the contrary.
I love to ghost, though. I do love to ghost.
What's that mean?
You just go. You just disappear. Like a puff of smoke. Like where's she?
Same way.
Where's that bitch? Where did she go? I'm just like, bye.
My husband is so concerned with being everyone's friend that he has to say hi to everyone when he comes, to say bye to everyone when he goes. And I'm like, oh my God, let's just go.
Right, exactly.
We don't gotta say bye to everybody.
I will.
And the reality is, for me, there's way too many people to say goodbye to.
Right, exactly.
I don't got time to say bye to every single person in the bar. It's none of their business. And also, as an employee of bars, I don't want it to be public knowledge that I'm leaving.
Right.
Just in case the bar owner or management is like, oh my God, you fucking left and so did half the room.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for fucking up our show or whatever. So I try to sneak out the back without being like, hey everyone, this party sucks or the show sucks, I'm just leaving. Mm-hmm. Not that I have that power, but I just remember when early in my drag career, I had to leave an event, and the only way out was through the audience, and I was carrying my bag and everything, and I was going from one gig to another gig, and everyone saw me leaving. And I guess she was like, oh my God, please don't ever do that again. And so I've always been aware of, don't. All right, so I usually set with baby powder. Uh-huh. But you have something else for me to set with today.
I don't do baby powder because I think it tends to give a gray kind of tint.
Finish?
Yeah, and I don't... Again, OCD. Can't live that life. So I just use Ben Nice Super White Powder, which you use to highlight when you in drags. When you in drags.
But look at this.
It's got mixed... Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can notice. Look at... Okay.
I can tell.
Oh, yes. I can tell, too. I don't know if you can notice, but my camera has a hard time focusing on that. One is hers, pure white, and one is got the skin tone in there. So back in the day, when I manifest with the sisters frequently, I could not use my super white for sister face because it wasn't white.
Right, because you had other powders.
And I'm putting skin tone foundation on my white face. It wasn't the look. At least not the look I wanted.
Right.
Now, what's the most intimidating thing for you when you're putting on your white face? Because I'll tell you mine.
Well, at this point, I don't get intimidated because I've just done it so often. I can just tell you what I don't like. I hate setting my face. I think it's messy. Yes. So messy. Powder
goes everywhere in your entire house.
Yeah, and I'm a mess.
Yeah.
So I got to be all clean and like, and I usually don't wear I'm wearing black, which is ridiculous because I normally wear this beat up old. Like you giving me Africa.
I wear the same makeup robe.
Yeah, but I wear like this tank top that's from Michigan State, which I don't even like sports, but I'm from Michigan, so I have it, and I usually wear that, but I'm like, I can't wear that on this video. I gotta step it up a bit and wear a black tank top. I'm being fancy today for you guys. But I don't like setting my face because it's so dirty. Messy. Oh.
Well, for me, the most challenging or frustrating part about sister makeup is when you put on the white face, you're a blank and total erased canvas. And sometimes it's very intimidating or overwhelming to be like, what the fuck do I do next? Where do I go? Well, you could literally do anything.
Well, I stick with a template, like a look that I do, and I keep with it, and I just basically have just refined it over the years, but it's not drastically changed because I am into marketing and branding.
Okay.
And I think if I change my look all the time, then people wouldn't be able to clock me and go, I'm going to go up to her. I know her. It's Indica. So I purposely have kept a similar look so that I would be recognizable. So for me, it's not like, what am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Same thing I always do.
And that way, when you're running late, you can be like, bam, bam, 1, 2, 3, go.
Right, exactly.
That's like a signature Misty look.
Right.
Well, my sister face was never ever, rarely was it ever the same.
You always changed it up.
So at that moment, the reason I ask is because right now I'm looking at my face saying, I haven't painted as a sister in over a year. A year and 2 months.
Wow. Well, this is very special then.
Yeah.
I like this. A couple clowns hitting
Now,
town.
the South Florida sisters are big on the buddy system.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a buddy coming with you tonight?
Yeah.
Who?
Sister Psychoanalyze.
Oh! That's true.
You might know her.
I do. She's a sickening bitch.
She's so pretty.
Oh, does she though? Well, now I have pressure.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, Sister Psychoanalyze will be there in spirit, physically.
I mean, if you want to be ugly tonight, that's cool. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Oh, there's a kiki. I'm now officially emeritus, which means I'm still included on all the emails and all the postings.
Sorry about that.
Not that I choose to read them, but
don't.
I'm still included. There's a lot. There's just a lot. And I'm a very busy woman. It's hard for me to keep up with my own life, let alone sister life. And I'm not allowed to vote and I don't have to pay dues, but I'm still allowed to manifest anytime I want as long as I'm not alone. Right. So even if I want to be, I don't even know what the new cornettes look like, but I'm not going to be wearing my old cornette because I'll wear a wig and perform as Misty Eyez because I'm being paid as Misty Eyez.
Right.
But I'll still put on a white face with you.
Okay, that works for me.
It'll be fine. To give the kids something to look at.
Yeah, I actually still, because this is the third house I've been part of.
Sister house.
Yes, I've gotten around.
Or chapter, or
so this is my
coven.
Right, this is my third coven. Yeah. This is my third coven, so I have a couple different cornettes from my previous houses. So usually I would probably want to wear the LA cornette, which is really big and dramatic and very identifiable and just very grand and big, but it's really signature, but it's a bitch to travel with. So I lift it over here. It's a bitch to travel with. So I'm like, let me just put something I could put in a backpack. I have my dress, my Spanx, because a girl got to be in her Spanx, because I mean,
body.
Let's be real.
It's all about the body.
I got my Spanx, my dress, my cornet with veil attached, everything in my backpack.
So yeah,
travels well. And I'm using. I have the cornet that was the original San Francisco cornet that they don't wear anymore. It's old school, original. My mother in San Diego made it for me, even though it's not San Diego's look. I can still wear it.
So when I became not so active in the Fort Lauderdale house as an emeritus sister, one of the things that they were really actively talking about was changing our cornet. I don't even know what the Fort Lauderdale house's cornets look like now.
Well, it looks like a Auschwitz guard would wear.
Okay.
It looks like a Nazi general's hat. And
like a military...
Right.
Like a lid for the leather community.
And I ain't about that life, so I don't wear it.
Okay. Well,
Shade intended. It's hideous. Sorry, I don't like it. I think it's ugly.
Well,
So, sorry.
I haven't seen it, but...
And they know. I've been vocal. I don't wear it, so it's obvious I don't like it because I don't wear the damn thing.
Huh.
I like to be cute.
There's nothing wrong with being cute.
And it's all about proportion, too. Like, I'm a big girl, and I have shoulders. And anything that's, like... It's got to, like...
Petite.
Right. I want to feel my femme and feel my fish, too.
Yeah.
Just like everyone else does.
Well, it's funny, because some sisters become sisters because they want to literally be bearded drag queens.
Like, I don't really care what you do with your look. I don't follow any rules, like you should do this, that, or the other. Mm-hmm. I don't like when people don't wear cornettes.
Right.
Which is the nut head. I don't like when they don't wear it. Like, to me, if you're just going to go out with, like, a bald head, then you look like a club kid. And that's fine to be a club kid, but it's just confusing.
You're no longer... The cornet is what really makes it recognizable and ties the entire order together. Like... All the chapters have different cornets. The Tampa House is like a pirate hat. The South Florida Sisters used to be a rising sun. It's a police military cap now, I guess. Right. There's Flying Nun cornet. Mickey Mouse, Orlando House is so very cute. Princessy. But it's recognizable no matter what house you see.
Because you have a veil attached to it. People get it. Like, oh, you're a nun. Oh,
and they start recognizing houses.
Right.
So if you, like, for example, we've done things with the Atlanta Sisters. The Orlando and the Tampa Sisters, and when they come down, their cornets make them recognizably from a different order.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's fun.
My least favorite part. Because look at all the particles in the air.
Oh, trust me. My drag powder has coated everything I own in this.
What if you were doing drag makeup tonight, and it got all mixed up in my mug, and I got, like... Oh my God, what if that happened? Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
It wouldn't have.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, you're doing whiteface. I couldn't take it.
That's not why I'm doing it, but I guess you're welcome.
Well, thank God.
I don't even know what I'm doing either.
I'm just like, running my mouth so much, I'm still on, well, we're like 11 minutes, or no, it's not 11 minutes, it's probably more like whatever.
Yeah, it works fine. We don't need to worry about the time.
Okay. Now I'm getting sweaty. There goes. Just in case, I want to warn you guys that my mirror does, the light does flashes. So if any of you have epilepsy, rest in peace. Rest in peace, bitch.
She said die.
You're dead.
Meanwhile, my husband is epileptic.
Oh, fuck. Don't have him watch this.
Don't worry. I think it won't be that serious. I think that light is so bright, it won't even be noticed.
And I've noticed too that whenever I make any kind of offensive joke in that manner,
it offends someone.
No, it's always like I made a joke about it's whatever. Like this instance, it always happens. It's like, well, I'm epileptic. It never fails. I think I pick up on it psychically. I must pick up on it somehow psychically. I knew it.
No, but it's not that serious.
It's hilarious.
He is epileptic. He's been epileptic since he's 15. And as a partner of somebody with epilepsy, that is fucking scary.
Oh yeah, my aunt actually had it. I don't know. I haven't seen her in many years, but I think she's still alive, as far as I know.
Well, we dated for 2 weeks before he had a seizure.
Oh.
And I knew he was epileptic because in our initial dating things, we really shared everything. And he told me he was epileptic, but in that intro dating period, I kind of forgot. Like, I didn't forget, I knew, but I've also known people through high school and college that were epileptic, and I never saw them have a seizure.
Right.
So it was kind of like in the back of my mind, like, oh, he's epileptic.
But it's controlled. It's got the medicine.
Oh, bitch. In the beginning of our relationship, I think within a month, he had a seizure, like, every 2 weeks.
Oh.
I'm sorry, every 2 days.
Oh, my God.
He had a lot of seizures in the beginning. And the first time...
Pussy that good? Damn, girl.
The first time, it was only 2 weeks. Because after we met, literally, we spent when he wasn't at work, before he moved in, every minute he was not at work, he was with me, whether it be at my work or not. And I don't know how I didn't see a seizure for 2 weeks. And I remember his first seizure was while we were asleep. And it woke me up, and it scared the shit out of me. And the first thing I did was I Googled what to do during a seizure. And it said the first thing to do is put them on his side.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately flipped him to his side because he was on his back. And when you're having a seizure, you could choke on your tongue.
Right.
So I flipped him on his side. And then it said, do not call 911 unless it's been over 5 minutes. So I quickly look at the clock. And I'm like, okay. And I was crying because it was so...
scary.
Yes. He was not there. And I was crying and I was like, please, are you okay? You're okay. Wake up. And he wasn't there. And when your body, every muscle in your body is conflicted and contracted rather, and you're shaking like an earthquake. And thank God it was in bed. He didn't hit anything. He didn't knock anything over. There was no injury involved. He was in a bed. We were asleep. He woke me up. And then after his seizure, he woke up, rolled over, gave me a kiss, and went back to sleep. And I'm like, wake up!
Glad you can go to bed.
Wake up! How dare you go back to sleep? What the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, what are you talking about? What's wrong? He didn't even know he had a seizure. And I'm like, you just had a seizure. He's like, no, I didn't. Baby, I'm really tired. I want to go back to sleep. And later, after having seizures when he's awake, I now realize that what is happening during his seizures, it's a brain trauma.
Right.
And after a seizure, he wakes up and he's confused. He's disoriented. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know what happened. He doesn't know how he got there. But he's very tired.
Ay.
So he did go back to sleep, and we talked about it the next day. I'm like, how dare you? This is fucked up. Like,
I'm not going back to sleep.
Yeah. I laid awake, hugging him and holding him and trying to protect him and help him. And I was like, I was traumatized. So, this was probably within the first 2 weeks of us dating, but I think that he expected me, because the next day he woke up and he's like, what happened last night? I'm like, what do you mean what happened last night? He goes, what happened last night? I was like, are you talking about your seizure? He goes, yeah, did I have a seizure last night?
Damn right you did.
He goes, what happened? And I was like, we were asleep, I was asleep, you were asleep, and I guess he might have kicked me in his sleep or whatever and woke me up. It was like literally like body shaking.
That's so scary.
And it woke me up out of my bed, and I'm like, so I think he expected me to break up with him at that moment.
Oh.
Because it's traumatic. It's very scary.
Right. People are like, do I want to live like this and have to deal with this?
And I didn't. And I think that made him love me even more.
Well, yeah.
Because, and the weird thing is, we're both fucked up. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. And he embraced me.
Who ain't?
That's
Show
true.
me a bitch that's not.
That's true. Is this only for green or is this for every color?
I just use it to card.
Do you only card with blue?
I'm
asking dude for black.
You can use it for black. Well, here's the thing. Because I have OCD, I will wear a color, and I'm also cheap as fuck. I'm so cheap. I will wear a specific color. When it's done, I will sometimes change my color palette, wear that all out. When that's done, change again. So right now I'm in blue. I'm in a blue kind of mood phase. So
she's blue. If she was green, she would die. Well, anyways, I'm imperfect. He has never dated or met or been with a girl with a penis before.
You have a penis?
And when we met on Plenty of Fish, which is a heterosexual grinder, so to speak, for those of you gay people.
You know what? They had that in Lady Gaga's telephone video. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was specifically for the video. I didn't realize it was an actual website.
Plenty of Fish?
Yes!
Yeah, it's a real thing. What video?
Telephone, where she gets out of the prison and the lesbian prison guards on Plenty of Fish. I thought it was a lesbian dating site.
Oh, how funny. But yeah.
For a fake, just for the video.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So he was talking to me and I had like 85 pictures on there. Lots of makeup, no makeup. Lots of hair, no hair. Well, my real hair, which is long. But I just assumed that any fucking retard would look at all that makeup and hair, like huge, the biggest hair I could possibly own. I put all kinds of pictures on there. I'm like, oh, I'm cute in this picture. Plenty of Fish. And I'm like, it's obvious I'm in drag. Or maybe they think I'm a stripper or something, but it's obvious I'm not just normal. So he looked at my pictures like, oh my God, you're beautiful. I love your tits. I love your whatever. And the first thing I say in my profile is, I'm a unique girl. If you are looking for a unique encounter or a special girl with a little something extra, I might be your girl. I am a BBW TS. Or I'm a BBW and a TS.
Which means she's sitting on a secret. She's sitting on a secret.
Right. I'm sitting on a secret. Victoria's secret. Well, he replied, and it was his birthday. He's like, let's hang out for my birthday.
Aww.
And I'm like, okay, where's your pan stick again?
Oh, here you go.
They're a little messy. He wanted to hang out on his birthday. Well, I made the mistake of meeting a couple guys, like maybe 3, that did not read my profile. And when they found out there was a penis involved, freaked the fuck out. And I'm like, you know what? There's maybe I am so fishy that they just assume. I didn't even think it was possible for people to think I was a real girl.
Right.
But when the penis is found, there was an issue with 3 different people. So finally I'm like, you know what? This is never happening again, because one of them made my life threatened. He didn't try to, we ended up still having relations, but he freaked the fuck out first. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna, for safety reasons, even though I say it in my profile, I'm gonna make sure that they know the key before they come to my house. I'm not trying to die.
No.
So the day before his birthday, our first date, I tell him, did you read my profile? And he's like, no. But I really like talking to you, and you have amazing pictures. And then I'm like, okay, well, there's a problem. I will not meet you unless you read my profile. So he read my profile, and he's like, well, I don't understand what the problem is. What's wrong with your profile? I'm like, read it. He goes, okay, what does a BBW mean? And I'm like, it means I'm a big, beautiful woman. Okay, what does a TS mean? I'm like, oh, fuck, I knew it. It means, I'm sorry I wasted your time. He's like, no, you're great. I love you. I didn't say I love you. I love your personality, or I think you're amazing, or whatever. Tell me what it is. I think you're great. Like, don't be afraid. Tell me what's going on. I said, it means I have a penis. I said, it means I'm a transsexual. And then he goes, well, what does that mean? And
good Lord.
This is before Caitlyn Jenner. So I was like, I am so sorry. I gotta go. No, tell me what transsexual means. I'm like, it means I have a penis. And then he didn't talk to me for 6 hours.
Oh, well, he had to process that shit.
Meanwhile, we talked a lot. So 6 hours was a big deal. And I'm like, oh, God. Going to the wind. He's done. He's hasta luego, sayonara, see ya, bye-bye. Then 6 hours later, he messages me back and says, look, to be completely honest with you, he didn't use those words. Those are my words. He said, look, don't think I can go there. But you're my only plans for my birthday.
Aww.
I still think you're amazing. And I would love to meet you. But
we could be friends.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I have to work tomorrow night anyway. I'll hang out with you after work. Because I was going to invite him to my job. But meanwhile, I'm not going to invite him to my job to hang out before my date to get rejected by some homophobic straight guy that, you know.
Right.
Whatever. Not that he was ever homophobic. So, he comes to my, after work, we hang out. And long story short, we had intimate relations several times.
Damn.
For 7 hours.
Woo! Lord have mercy, Jesus.
And we have been together every day since.
Aww.
And every night since. Now, in the beginning, he was just experimenting and just seeing and...
see what this is all about.
And in the beginning of our relationship, he completely ignored that part of me. Don't think I didn't fucking notice, because I did. So meanwhile, he's like, after the seizure and everything, he's like, I think I want you to be my girlfriend. I think that I really like you. And I'm like, you don't like me. You don't like all of me. Because the only time you messed or even touched my downstairs was when our first date.
Very Hedwig, like, you better love the front of me.
Yeah.
She, like, just read him to filth.
But anyways, we're not perfect.
Oh.
I'm not his ideal girl, but I am the love of his life.
Right.
And And it's funny because even when he was like, I don't think I can go there, it was very Savage Garden. Like, I loved you before I knew you. But, wow, this threw me for a loop. Like,
I love that.
He knew that he loved me as a person, which I didn't know until after we actually met. But
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's just how it goes. Like with I think people sometimes have this idea that relationships are just totally from TV or movies, and they don't understand the boring, the mundane, the compromise. Like, it's not. It's just they're hard. They're hard and they're weird and they're complicated.
Yeah. Well, he embraces my imperfections. I embrace his. I don't love him because of his imperfections, but I love him even though.
Right.
And I think that's what makes our relationship so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know?
And as long as you're, like, compatible on, like, the important things, like the key things of your lives, then I think that, you know, you'll make it through anything. You just have to be compatible on the key things. Like, I've been with my man for over 17 years. Yeah. And it was like a similar type of situation where I met him and we were just like inseparable ever since. Yeah, that's 17 years. Like, I just prefer to be with him and hang out with him, and we just have a very close connection. But you know, we're so vastly different. We're like complete opposites in every single way except the core things that matter. Yeah. And that is what keeps us together for 17 years, because when the stuff that really matters, that's what we agree on, and that's what we, you know. Yeah. Keeps it going.
We're very much the same in many ways of our personality, like our spirit. Well, for example, just yesterday, okay, I don't like McDonald's, and we are on a whole
health kick.
Yes, we're not eating fast food. We're going to the gym, trying to be better people. His brother made fun of him because after we started dating, he gained 45 pounds. So,
like, catch up, bitch.
And I was in a recent situation where I didn't zip into a dress that I really thought I was going to fit into. And I'm like, you know what? We're letting ourselves go, and that's not the way we should be. Let's get our shit together. Long story short, we got a coupon in the mail for McDonald's. And his favorite McDonald's sandwich is a Big Mac. He loves a Big Mac. So his coupon that he wanted to use was buy a Big Mac and get the meal free fries and a drink. I hate French fries. I don't give a fuck about French fries. But he loves McDonald's French fries. I used the coupon, buy a quarter pounder, get a quarter pounder free. So I'm like, you know what, let's go to McDonald's. Let's have a cheat day, whatever. Mm-hmm. We went to McDonald's. I got a quarter pounder. Not a double quarter pounder, which is my favorite sandwich. But I got 2 1/4 pounders. And we had to ring up our orders separately because of the coupons, whatever. So he went to one register, I went to the other register. I got 2 quarter pounders. He got his Big Mac meal. And we sat down. And I'm in the window. It was raining outside really hard. It was yesterday. Oh. And we're in the window, and there's a homeless... Okay, I ate 1 quarter pounder. And he's eating his meal, whatever. I put mine in to go back. I was going to eat it later. I'm going to eat 2. I don't need 2 burgers right now. It's for later. Then a homeless man walks up and is going through the trash can, looking through the food, trying to find something edible. Like looking at pieces of leftover hamburger. And my heart went out. And I was like, oh, fuck. And John goes, knock on the window. I'm going to buy him something to eat. Oh. It was like a true heartbreak moment because he and I are the same in our souls and in our minds and in our hearts. I was like, no, baby. I have a brand new quarter pounder with cheese. Untouched, unbitten, anything. And so I banged the window. And the homeless guy drops all the shit he picked up from the trash can. And my boyfriend was like, go to the door. So he grabbed my sandwich and went to the door and gave him our food. I'm like, don't spend money. We have an extra sandwich. I was like, that was my food for later.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if he's like, that's okay, I'm going to just keep digging in this trash?
Oh, that would have been a key. But you know what was funny is the guy grabbed the sandwich, looked at it, saw it was a brand new fresh sandwich, and he smiled and said, thank you, and walked away with the sandwich. And he was walking away, and I'm like, he better fucking eat my sandwich.
He's like, I wanted a McRib.
Beggars can't be choosers. But I mean, Our spirit and our mindset is very much the same. We're like...
That's what counts. That's the stuff that counts.
We could not be different in other aspects, like from movie tastes to TV tastes to video game tastes. Like, we are not alike at all. But when the reality comes to it, the core, our cores are very similar.
Well, and that's the stuff that keeps people together for
hundreds of years.
A bazillion years. It's that shit. Like, that's the stuff that's what it does. And not a lot of people can find those types of relationships, and sometimes people will give up too easily on them.
Yeah.
And they're just too picky, and they have this unrealistic idea, and they don't understand that it's not perfect.
Yeah.
It's not going to be perfect.
Well, it's funny how we see ourselves one way as humans, as people. But the way the world and other people see us may not be the way we see ourselves. And that's very true, because I was on hormones when I met him for 4 years. But in the mirror, I felt very much a man. Mm-hmm. I was still using the men's room in public. I was still trying to pass myself off as a boy because I thought of myself still as a boy. Like, I thought it would take my breast implant to be full-time.
Right.
And meanwhile, my hormones are working. And I wasn't thinking about them working. So, when we met, I only paint for work. Like, I don't put on a full face of makeup at 8 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning, or I don't wake up out of bed and put makeup on. That's just not my life. And I only paint for the stage. So I met this guy after work, fully made up. And the next day he texted me, and I was at Publix. No boobs, no makeup. And he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm grocery shopping." He goes, "Are you at Publix?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "By my house?" Because he lived with his brother at the time, who lived 2 streets away. I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "What aisle are you in?" And like, literally, he had came there.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, fuck! I have no makeup on. I'm not wearing boobs. Meanwhile, I have hormone titties.
Right.
Which were not big titties. And I'm thinking, like, I'm this big man in the grocery store. And he came running up to me and gave me a big hug and a kiss. I was like, "How are you?" Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I tell my friend, I was like, "Oh my God, he totally wasn't afraid. He gave me a kiss in public."
Aww.
And I wasn't in drag. And he's like, my friend was like, "Misty, you haven't told anybody you're on hormones, but you're clearly on hormones." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You're a woman." He didn't see a man when he saw you. And it took me a great minute to realize, oh, he saw a woman.
You're a woman now, girl.
Yeah. The only thing I did when we went to eat was I patted my bra. That's it. Like, we went to eat today at Moe's. No makeup at all. But still fish.
Still fish, honey.
It's weird how you think of yourself as like anorexic or bulimic or whatever. That's kind of what I was going to. I looked in the mirror and I
wish I saw myself as anorexic, girl.
You wish that?
I wish, yes, girl. I'm like a size 18.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you my size. But it's a lot bigger than yours. But yeah, it was very that. Like, I looking in the mirror and seeing a boy or a man.
Right.
And it's true, because like, I was getting properly gendered everywhere I was going, even without trying. And so I was like, wow. So he helped that part of my transition. Like,
right, just made you feel legitimate. Like, made you feel like, yeah.
It was a validation.
I made it.
Well, I still kind of feel like, in a way, that I need my tits before I can actually make it. But I mean, I don't know. It's confusing for even me. But yeah. So I just realized I started doing drag makeup.
I love it.
On my eyeshadow.
Keep going, girl.
I'm going to do this side all weird then.
Hey, it's your fantasy.
You know, the cool thing about these Get Made Up with Misties is there's no outline. Like, literally, we just start getting ready.
Right, just start getting ready.
We already talked about everything. But I heard you were moving.
I'm moving.
I'm so sad you just got here.
Well, it's been a year.
And I'm just now actually hanging out with you.
I know.
Bitch.
That's what a fucking flake, or not, I'm not a flake at all. I'm just like such a homebody. I'm such a homebody. Like, I only really go out to bars and stuff if I'm
a sister.
Like, otherwise, I'm like, I gotta catch up.
You gotta brush your dog's teeth.
I gotta brush my dog's teeth. I gotta make that dinner. Like, I'm a housewife. But yeah, I don't really go out to the bars and stuff. So I'm just like a homebody.
So you're weird.
I'm a mess. Proud mess. Well, no, I think I'm entering a different phase of my life. Pushing 40. And
we're the same age.
Oh shit, we're the same age. Well, then we're kind of both in the similar phase of our lives where we're just like loving up on our men, and having our babe kitties and dogs and babies and just like, you know, like
my kitty cycle right now is fucked up though. My little baby Princess Nova, which many people on my channel have met, is in heat for her first time, and it's so traumatic for me because you could tell that she's so scared.
Right.
She doesn't know what's happening to her.
Her pussy is on fire.
Yeah. And she's like, I was asleep the other day, and she moaned like she was being killed.
Oh.
Like, I was like, it woke me up dead out of my sleep. And I'm like, what's happening? My baby is crying. Like, my baby's hurting. What is going on? And I freaked out. And I couldn't see anything wrong with her. I didn't even know it was wrong. It took me 2 days to realize she's in heat. But she's moaning all the time, like either painfully dying or like she's looking for something lost, and she wants to get her pussy punched.
That's the dick. She's looking for that dick.
She needs some dick in her life. So obviously, when this video will be edited and posted, she'll probably be out of heat. But I kind of wish somebody that I knew had a male ragdoll, just to, like, let it be boyfriend and girlfriends for a minute. I want to take her to the bathhouse, girl.
Oh, shit.
You know, just a little kiki time. But I feel so bad for her. And just to throw in kitty meow mix, one of my good friends is in the Navy. And you didn't see this kitty, but...
Right. She's hiding. Is it a boy or girl?
She's a girl, and she's fixed. But he's in the Navy, and he's going to submarine duty and cannot have the cat. So he's freaking out. It's like, oh my God, Misty, I see all your videos with their cat. Can you please take mine? I was like, absolutely. Because ragdolls are extremely codependent.
Any kitty should have a friend.
Yeah.
Every kitty should have... There should not be a lone kitty.
Yeah.
You should always have a friend.
I totally agree with you.
Absolutely.
So, long story short, I was thinking of getting another kitty anyway, so she had a play toy. But I wanted to get her another ragdoll because the ragdolls are my favorite breed. I've already done a video about getting a ragdoll and how much I love ragdolls. But I was going to get her a ragdoll friend, but I was trying to save up for my tits, save up for a ragdoll, there's just too much. I was like, you know what, baby, you got to wait. So it's kind of like God gave me this gift through Will Envy and said, take this cat. But she's scared to death.
Oh.
And Will said the same thing happened to him when he took her from his boss.
So she's been just passed around like a party bottom.
Like a ragdoll. But she's a Maine Coon mixed with
I love
Angora.
Maine Coons.
She's an Angora Maine Coon mix.
Oh my God.
So she's a long black hair.
Yes.
Big Maine Coon cat. So, but all black, long hair. And she's scared to death right now, hiding under a bed. And I know that when she realizes that she's safe and we're not there to hurt her and we feed her every day, like basically she's hiding in my bedroom. And at first, anytime Bella would get close to her, she would hiss real loud and scary. So I would close the doors with Bella outside the bedroom, and she put a litter box in the bedroom, put food and water in the bedroom so she can be safe.
Right.
But now I'm in the process of getting her to go into the rest of the house, which she's doing on her own. When I leave the door open, I wake up at night and she's in the living room. You know, or somewhere, you know. Like,
which is good. That's good. That's a good sign.
Yeah, so she's getting adopted. And yesterday she was in the closet. I went and bought her a special bed. because she's a big fat cat, and I'm afraid that she's not going to jump up into where I have the cat condos. So I got her a bed to put on the floor, but it was too big to put under the bed with her on it. So I put it in the closet, and with Will's t-shirt, I told him to have like a dirty, stinky t-shirt that he wore to work for a couple days. Yeah. And I put it on there, and she found it in the closet. And the other day she was in the closet, and I reached in and I pet her without her hissing or moaning or growling. So she's coming around, but it's a mission, girl.
Yeah, it's tough trying to introduce new babies into your
Well, the fortunate
life.
situation for this cat situation, the fortunate blessing or whatever, is that the older, angry, irritated cat is the new cat.
Right, exactly.
The friendly, I want to be your friend. Like, I don't know how she's not afraid, because this cat is big and fat.
Maine Coons are fucking
huge.
Yeah.
And she's 10 years old. And she's a big cat. And Bella, this is Bella's house. Bella's lived in this house for 15 months now. And her scent is everywhere. And she's like, come be my friend. I want to play with you. And if it was a vice versa situation,
it'd be ugly.
If Bella was the new cat and the old cat was like, get out of my house, bitch, then it probably wouldn't be so good.
Right,
but
totally.
now, Afro is what her name is, from the previous owner. We haven't renamed her. We'll probably keep it Afro. But Afro is the angry one, but it's not her house.
Right, so she ain't got nothing to say about it.
Right, so I think she's going to come around. And Bella's so sweet and nice and loving. I think she's very like, let's be friends. And no matter where Afro is, Bella is all up on it. And it's so funny. And lately, Afro's not super hissy at Bella. So we're making progress.
Right, it takes time, but that's good. That's good that it's happening so fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like
it doesn't feel fast.
No.
Though.
Cool. Yeah, that I've had new babies introduced into my life, into my household, and 2 weeks is like, for it to happen that quickly, that's really good.
Well, good. That gives me strength.
Oh, God, that's really good. 2 weeks is nothing.
Because I feel like it's been
in
forever.
new baby world. No, that's good. Good timing.
Yeah, and John went in and picked her up the other day because her previous owner said that she loves to be held, and we spoil our babies, so we love to hold them, and we love to rock them, and we love to brush them, and we love to take care of them. And the other day she was in the closet because she's either under the bed or in the closet, and she was in the closet, so John was able to grab her and pick her up, and he held her. She moaned and hissed the entire time, but he put a pillow in his lap and sat her on the pillow, and he brushed her. And there was moments where she wasn't moaning or hissing at all, and just sat there like this, like it was just me and him, and in the living room, and she was like, I don't know about this, I don't know about this, I don't know about this.
I like this, but I'm not sure. What the hell?
Yeah, I like the brushing.
I love this,
the brushing can continue, but I don't know if I want to be out here yet. And then, of course, Bella had to stick her fat nose in it, and she came over to peek around and see what was going on. And that's when Afro freaked out and ran.
She's like, I'm done with this shit.
And now Bella's in heat. So we have a kitty mission.
She a
here.
lesbian?
That would be hilarious. But no, I don't think so. Is that a thing?
I don't know, but hey.
I know there is definitely homosexuality in the animal world.
Right.
But I don't know about cats.
Maybe Afro's like a hard-nosed diesel dyke.
She's a big cat. You haven't seen her because she's hiding, but she's a big one. And I think it's cool because when you introduce, or when old cats and young cats become friends, the young cat makes the older cat feel
young again. Yeah, totally.
So I think that's a good thing. I think it'll be good for her.
Oh, totally, absolutely. All my babies are, the ones I have now, are around the same age. But I've had other babies that were different age groups like that. And it definitely did make the older cat like...
More youth again?
Yeah.
Little fountain of youth. Just a little shot.
Yes.
So yeah, you have been a big follower of mine.
I have.
For 100 years. And on your interview today, you mentioned that I don't read the comments.
Yeah, like, I would comment more, but you would say in your videos, like, you don't even read them. So I'm like, well, then forget it. I'm not going to comment.
Well,
I'm not going to bother reading it.
To be honest, that is true. I did not read my comments for the first several years at all. Because...
People are awful? People are crazy and mean?
That is the honest to God truth. And...
I don't know if I'll be reading the comments for this video. But, you know, your peeps, for the most part...
For the most part, my fans
cool.
are amazing.
Your peeps
and my followers are so legit.
Yeah, your peeps are
But
cool.
there are a couple people out there that are not so nice.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can only hear shoot yourself, kill yourself so many times before you give up. And you're like, I'm just not going to read them.
Right.
But last June for Gay Days, so a year and 3 months ago, I manifested with the sisters in Orlando at the Riptide pool party. And they gave us, at the check-in, waterproof bags.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had my little iPhone in my waterproof bag in the pool party, running around Orlando water parks, underwater, and my phone, I guess, was not supposed to be submerged for that long.
Right.
And it wasn't waterproof for that amount of time. So my phone broke. Long story short, I got a new phone last year, an iPhone 6 Plus. For whatever reason, I'm getting all the notifications every time someone comments on a video.
Oh my God.
New or old. I had them turned off because for real, I could not give two shits. And I have my notifications sent to an email that I don't read because I don't want to look in these emails every 5 minutes saying, because I've got thousands of YouTube videos.
Right.
And if one person leaves a comment on a video, no one leaves, there's hundreds of comments.
Right.
So my newsfeed is comment, my notifications.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, in this past year, in a couple months, I did not turn it off. So I'm up to date and current with all the comments. Now, I haven't gone through and read all the old ones because there's just too many. But when someone comments on an old video, now sometimes I'll scroll through and I'll read all the other things and just delete, block. Because there's way too much hate.
Ugh, I know. I can't even stand it.
But again, amazing fans, followers, like you and other people will read the other commenters.
Oh, yeah. I will. I'll get people together. So watch out. I will get you together. Don't send it. It's not a call to action. Please don't. But I will. Right.
I'm not afraid. But I don't know. Like somehow I grew a bit of a backbone maybe. Like I won't even reply to the true hate. I don't reply to it. I don't acknowledge it. I just delete it or block it. Very rarely do I leave the comment and reply. And sometimes if there's like a big chain or a thread of Pink fans replying or commenting like, "Dear so-and-so, stop being a douche," I just delete all of it. So as if it didn't even exist.
Right.
Like, just delete the hate. There's no need.
Yeah.
Can't be bothered.
Cannot be bothered, darling.
Can't be bothered. I'm above it. But yes, I've noticed you for a while. Even when I wasn't looking at the comments, I still would randomly see. Because like if I post a video today, even when I wasn't looking at comments, I'd always look at yesterday's comments before I post today's video.
Oh, okay.
So I would always notice the first 6, 7 comments without looking at yesterday's video or the day before's video. But I definitely saw your face many times before we talked to each other.
No.
I was aware of your presence.
Well, good. I'd like to be aware.
So what song are you performing tonight?
I ain't performing shit, girl.
What?
I don't perform.
I thought you were competing in the drag side.
No. Hell no.
You're not competing?
No.
What?
Okay, let me tell you this.
Okay.
This house, especially, is very focused on performing. Like, the sisters in this house love to do drag performances. I come from a totally different sister school where sisters aren't drag queens. We do not perform. That's the school I come from. I get constant shit for it. Like, oh, come on, we want you to perform. You should perform. I'm like, no, that's not what I do. You want me to host something? I'll host something. I'll run my mouth on a microphone.
I'll help you raise some money for some
Right,
shit.
I'll sell you some raffle tickets. I'll work your auction table or whatever. Like, that. I'll talk to you one-on-one. I'll have a conversation. You can cry on my shoulder, you know, that kind of stuff. But I don't perform. Like, that's not my thing at all. So no, I'm just coming to support your event.
Right.
And kiki with the people. But no, I do not perform. I do not perform. Because, I'll tell you one reason too, like, if I were to be a performer, then I would have to be completely together. Like, I would put a lot of effort into it. And make sure, like, I have a real big problem with drag queens that don't know their words to their songs.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have one job to do. It's know the words to your songs. You have one job. Just know your lyrics.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I would have to put a lot of effort into it, and I'm too lazy for that.
Well, you've been a fan of drag for so long.
Yeah, I love it. You know, I love drag queens. I love the art of drag. I got a lot of friends who are drag queens. I support drag. I like to do drag makeup. You know, that's why I like being a sister. I like the makeup. I like the makeup aspect of it. You know, I'm drag adjacent.
Yeah.
But I don't want to perform. Because for many years, like, aged like 15 to 30, before I became a sister, I was a singer-songwriter.
Why did that stop? Or did you stop?
Well, I still do. I still do music, you know, here and there. But I was getting to a crossroads where it just wasn't happening. Like, it just wasn't happening. I wasn't getting a record deal, or it just wasn't happening for me. And I came to a crossroads where I was like, what do I want to do with my life? Do I want to continue to pursue something that's just not working out? Kind of got, like, just bummed out with it and just felt like I was chasing a dead-end dream. And I started getting interested in radio and that kind of stuff. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'll transition to doing more like a radio show and be like, you know, a radio host. So I had a show, and it was fun. And then I discovered that I really wanted to pursue being a sister. So I'm like, I got to choose one. When I put my focus into something, I put it laser focus. So I'm like, I'm going to laser focus into being a sister. That's what I'm going to follow that path. And then after I, you know, became a sister, became fully professed, then it started to be like, okay, well, now how can I use my sisterhood and my previous passions and interests and merge the two? So that's why I was doing stuff with the media in LA. You know, I was doing stuff with World of Wonder. I was doing stuff. I was in a music video. I was in a movie. So I was doing, like, media stuff and combining my sister presence with it. And then I started doing my own podcast, and I've been doing that for 2 years. And so I've been just marrying the two. So, but when it comes to performing like a drag queen, like, if I was going to perform anything, I would probably sing live. I would do my own music, but I have never done music as a sister. That's the one thing I have not merged into my sisterhood. I have not merged music into it. And I don't know if I ever will. I kind of feel like I like to keep that separate, you know? But yeah, no. It's not my thing. I love drag, but it's not my thing. Because I kind of think I would be bad at it.
Why?
I don't think I would be amazing at it. And if I'm not going to be amazing at something, I have no interest in it.
Girl,
I have to be amazing. I don't think I'd be amazing as a drag queen.
What is that quote I'm trying to think of? If you only fail if you
don't try, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think. Quote. I don't think I could. It would just. I don't know. I just don't feel like I'd be amazing at it. And I'm not a mediocre kind of person.
The only way you can never fail is if you never try. That's the quote.
Yeah.
And that means if you don't try, you don't know.
I don't.
But by the way, I'm preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
I'm also a singer who is afraid to try. So, but that's why I lip sync. Because I'm afraid to try.
But you're really good at it. Like, you're a very good lip syncer. You know your fucking words. What a concept. She knows her words, people.
Yeah.
That's such a outlandish idea. Because I've seen some queens in this city, I'm not going to name any names because I'm not that shady.
But there's so many.
That look like they're a Muppet. Like, mah, 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 mah. I'm like, are you fucking for real? Are you fucking for real? You had one job, bitch. One job was to learn the words. Come on.
By the way, you got to pick your own damn song.
Right. Like, what else?
Drag aside, for the second round, you might not know the words.
And then I'll give you a pass.
But the first round, you get to know your words.
But if you don't know your words of a song you chose, I don't get it. Like, I'm such a perfectionist that I just don't understand people that don't put 1,000% effort into something. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And I also, like, I don't know how to sew, and I'm not creative in that sense. So, like, I would not be a really creative drag queen. And so that's one of, I don't see myself mastering this, so I'm going to do something I know that I will be amazing at. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how to dim lights? Like, I feel like this light needs to be a little bit dimmed because sometimes the camera has a hard time focusing. Like, it gets washed out for a minute.
I don't know. See, that's why I don't do more YouTube shit. Because I don't got a ring light.
Girl, I didn't have a ring light until this year.
Well, you were just saying, I don't fucking care. I'm going to just do it.
Well, honey, I had a message.
I need to have like a ring. I need a ring light. I need like a studio. I need like a studio like this where I got a cute little backdrop. I'm just too lazy for that.
This is my bathroom, girl.
And it's cute. I do miss the bag of dollars hanging, though. I do miss the bag of dollars.
That's old school.
That's very old school. I miss the cans of spray paint in the background of the,
They're over there now.
Oh, they're over here to contour the forehead, the black spray paint?
Yeah. That's very old school.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you mentioned on your video today I was one of the first girls to do makeup tutorial videos.
Yeah, you were.
But I wasn't all about the production. I wasn't about the studio. I wasn't about the set.
No one was.
Still not.
No one was.
I'm like, look, I'm in my bathroom and I've got a message and I have something important to say, or I want to help, or I want to teach, or I want to share. It's about what I'm saying. It's not about the white eyeshadow that fell on my eyelashes or the bathroom set behind me.
I would get so mad at people. They'd be like, why do you have white eyeshadow on your lashes? I'm like, the bitch just got off work.
Yeah.
This is like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Give the bitch a break.
Meanwhile, heaven forbid I come home and I re-highlight my face and it all fill on my eyelashes.
Right.
And again, well, especially for the both of us to be in the camera has to be up so high to get both of us. If it was here, it would only get one person.
I'm not mad at this angle, though. I'm not mad at losing that double chin.
Oh, yeah, but it gets a good look at your eyelashes, though.
Oh, shit.
And so people are like, do you not know? And then again, back when I wasn't reading comments, all people wanted to talk about was the eyelashes.
Oh, and by the way.
Yeah.
I
started doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And?
I was using Duo.
Yeah.
And the shit does not dry. I don't know if it's just me. The shit does not dry. And my lashes would because you and I, we have a lot in common, but one thing we have in common was we both have allergies.
Yeah.
Is I would cry them off.
Yep.
Because me putting anything in my eye, like I start putting like eyeliner inside, and that's when my nose starts running, my eyes start running. I would cry them off. And this shit, and every time I use it, I'm like, this is going to be the time I glue my eyes shut. This is going to be the time I have to go to the emergency room. But you know what? I don't gamble usually at the casinos. Because I'm so fucking cheap. I'm not wasting my money in a casino.
Yeah.
But I will roll the dice and gamble with my eyesight for beauty.
It's basically the same ingredient.
Sorry, I'm going to. And people are like, same on your comments too. Like, you shouldn't use it on your eye. It's not good. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, go to the Asian eyelash parlor, and they're doing it on their customers with bonding glue. Like, go to the black girl salon. They're using it on their customers. Like, I'm not the only person that does this. I'm just one of the only people that talk about it.
Right.
And again, like always, it's my opinion. It's what I do. Doesn't mean you have to do it. But if you do, you might like it.
You might. Game changer, life changer, love it. Oh my God, I'll never go back.
Yeah, it's a total game.
I'll never go back.
It's like, wow. I used to sit there and let it sit for 2 minutes before you put it on your face. And this is another game changer.
What?
Tatiana Malinina, thank you. When she said that to me, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And thankfully, she had a little tiny bit left in her tube. And she's like, here, just have this. Because it changed my life.
She's like a crack dealer. Now you're like hooked. Now you go back and get your own tube.
And then I couldn't find it. I ended up finding it at CVS. But I looked for it for 2 places before I actually found it. Oh, Publix. The first place I looked was Publix. And it was not, there was like 75 different types of Monistat, the medicated creams, but not the chafing relief powder gel. And you know what else? Have you ever been to like Walt Disney World and walked around for 17 hours in the hot, sweaty heat, and then your disco rash kicks in between your thighs and you just can't walk with your legs closed?
Girl, that happens in like 30 minutes in this Florida heat. And that's the truth.
Girl.
For my pussy. No, down there too. I just rub it all on my thighs. These fat fucking thighs, tell you, girl. They're a mess.
I think this, I haven't used it yet between my legs, but I have a feeling this chafing relief powder gel will be another game changer for the fat girl thigh problem. I called it the disco rash because I remember waiting tables at Cheesecake. If you were on a double bitch, you had the disco rash by the time you were off of work. You're like, oh, walking with a butt plug. Like, can't walk.
I wouldn't know about that because I'm a total top.
But no, you're walking with your leg. You can't walk with your legs closed because they hurt. And my friend's like, oh, girl, you got the disco rash. I guess back in the day, those dancers would get the disco rash. But it definitely hurt. So, when next time I go to Disney or Universal or somewheres, I will be monostating my inner thighs to check it out.
Oh, these eyebrows are definitely cousins today.
My eyebrows are
I don't even care.
Cousins.
I don't even fucking care.
I don't even care.
I don't even care.
I don't even care.
I swear I don't. I'm just like, what do I have to do?
Who's your favorite sister in the world? In the world. I'm not talking about South Florida.
Me?
About the world. Yeah. No, when you said I don't care,
I'm my favorite sister. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I'm
whoa.
Kind of, sort of kidding. Kind of, sort of not kidding.
Gotta love yourself.
I do love myself. No, I'm a huge, you know what? I'm a huge fan of a sister in LA who's a bio female, and her name is Sister Lee Viticus, and she was originally from the Portland house, and she came down to LA as a brand new novice. So I got to see her kind of grow throughout her whole novitiate in LA and become a black veil, and I love female sisters because, and I'll tell you why, and I've talked about this before too, because I've had Sister Lee on my show like 7 times. She's amazing. She's fun. She's older. She's a mother. She has an adult child. Just has a really interesting life story. But I've noticed with female sisters, there's no like sense of competition.
With the other sisters.
Right. They're just doing it to have fun. They're giving back. They're having fun. It's not about outdoing someone or jealousy or that kind of stuff. It's just fun. So I tend to like people who see the sisterhood in that kind of way versus like shady.
Yeah. Well, I think they have to have a whole nother attitude anyway because they're literally participating in a man's world.
Right.
I think that's awesome.
So they tend to have a different kind of energy. And so I really like her energy. But aside from her, I'm a huge fan of Sister Unity. So before I ever became an LA sister and served alongside her, I was a huge fan of the stuff she was doing on YouTube. I thought she just was so just intelligent, poetic. just inspirational. She is like she's my polar opposite. She's very like, you know, loving and diplomatic and, you know, calm and serene and thoughtful. And I'm like a blunt bitch. Don't sugarcoat. I just spit it out. She's very thoughtful with her words. And I like people that are complimentary. Like, you know, like we can be opposites, but still like have so much fun. Like she's so creative. She's an incredible actor. Like she's a real actor.
Yeah.
And she's fun. She's just fun to be around, and she's been doing it for 20 years. So I really love Unity. Big fan of her work.
Yeah.
Very inspirational. And yeah, I used to live, when I first moved to LA, we were neighbors. So I got to go manifest with her and just kiki with her, you know, as just neighbors. And I love my mother, Sister Notorious from San Diego. She's amazing. Learned a lot from her. Sister Evelyn Tensions, who is also one of my mothers from San Diego, who now is part of
the Orlando house.
She was.
I know
now
her.
She's in Greenville, North Carolina. She started her own house. So she's the mother for that house.
That bitch can paint too.
She taught me so much. She was amazing mother. They both were. There's not many I don't. I have a list of people I hate, but it's a short list.
Mm-hmm.
But usually if people are nice to me, I'm nice to them, so.
Oh, well, when we started our house, Sister Mona Littlemore was my brother's mother, and Sister Chrissy Friction was my mother. But again, Portland, Oregon, and Fort Lauderdale, I really didn't have, except for when I sat down and made a phone call, or two or three, and she sat down and made a phone call, or two, three, or both had a lot of things on our plate, and we didn't get, when we talked for hours, but we rarely talked. And that was sad.
Yeah, I know those girls. I love them. I love Portland's one of my favorite houses.
Yeah. But I remember when I was having problems with my house, I had to talk to an outside sister. And instead of Mary Timothy Simplicity, oh my God, I do black lips too. As a sister.
You know why I like to do black lips?
Why?
Because my teeth look less yellow.
Yes, that's exactly why.
All this tea and coffee and weed I smoke, I do the black so that so my teeth.
Yeah,
look
that's
whiter.
the exact reason I do it. But I was just thinking, I don't know where my sister lipstick is, so I'll have to use yours.
Oh, this is also Atomic Cosmetics, and you wanna hear the gag?
Where's my camera over here? Can you focus? Sister Indica.
Now, that's not the name of the lipstick. She just named it for me. Just this particular one. This tube. She put my name on it. That's how cool this bitch is. She fucking put my name on the lipstick. Isn't that cool? What is Matt going to do that for you? Is Sugar Pill? Is Shrinkle going to put your name on a tube of lipstick? No! ColorsThatGoBoom.com.
Boom, boom, pow.
Yeah, her pigments are the bomb. Yeah, but...
Yeah. If you look through my pictures, you'll see I always wear black lipstick for the very same reason. Because I like white teeth. And with white foundation, your teeth are so brown.
Mm-hmm.
Not the look.
Not the look. Well, it's a look. Just not one. That's just not one I like. And then this is her glitter as well. The black glitter. It's got all these different colors in it. It's just sickening.
Loves that.
I even put in some other glitter too. She just does everything she does is good.
You believe in her.
I believe in her. I believe in the spirit.
And so did you meet her before you found her product, or did you find her product and become friends with her?
Found the product. And I had her on my show. She's so full of sass, and I just love that. I love people that are not afraid to be just completely...
authentic.
Uh-huh.
Even if it's a linebacker with tits.
Even if it's a linebacker with tits.
Yeah. Truck driving fish. Yeah, you gotta be you. That's it.
Yeah. Look at this shit glitter. I mean, it's
Heavenly. Well, you know what's funny is I'm actually looking for new glitter because Splash is my favorite cosmetic glitter. And they've discontinued.
What color are you wearing right now?
I'm not. Oh, you mean up here? I put a little tiny bit of something.
Try that, girl. Have that, girl. I don't do purple.
Oh, okay.
Keep it.
Okay.
Use it.
Because you don't use it, I'll use it.
Right. It's good.
Well, let's see if I put it on this. Hold on. I'm going to do my lips with it.
Look at that shit.
How much is it?
Just not mess around. I don't know.
Because you buy everything.
She ain't paying me, I swear. I wouldn't mind if she did. I mean, she can pay me in makeup because I don't take money as a sister, but she can pay me in makeup. That I'll be all right with. So if you want to be a sponsor of Joy Bomb, Dr. Jen, that's cool. We can work that out. Work details out.
So we'll have to look it up and post it. But yes, that's a nice glitter. I like her. All right, so when I get to the point of my eyelashes, which I am at now.
Are we going to do a fucking Ask Misty?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Why?
I love it. I'm so excited.
Yes. You've had the privilege of being able to see some, but this usually catches girls off guard.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I can't wait.
Pick something that you can relate to and might have an opinion about, which I have a feeling won't be difficult.
It won't be hard.
All right. Hey guys, it's Misty Eyez and
Sister Indica.
Do you have a last name? Just Sister Indica.
Well, technically it's Sister Indica Sativa, the holy hybrid, but Indica's hard enough for people to get their mouth around.
So you just kind of
clipped
paraphrased it. All right. She picked out an Ask Misty, and we're going to answer this question. Hey, Misty. So I have realized that I have a growing crush on one of my really good friends. I'm too chicken to say anything because I don't want to mess up our relationship, but I don't know what to do. Sister Indica, this is your pick. You can go first.
Well, I will say from personal experience where I've developed feelings for friends, in every situation that I've either had feelings for them and told them about it, or I ended up just having sex with them because we just, both vibed and we had sex. It has, in every situation, completely ruined the friendship. So I would say, if you're asking me, I mean, you're asking Misty, but since I'm here, I'm going to answer as well.
Yeah.
I would leave it alone. It will most likely destroy your friendship. And if you have sex with them, it will make it very awkward in the future, no matter how open you are sexually. I just think you should
let it go.
Let it go. Find someone you're not friends with, unless they're giving you signals that they're into you as well. Then that could be a potential budding relationship. But if it's a one-way street, I just wouldn't risk it unless you just are okay with letting that friendship go.
That's good advice.
I mean,
I kind of like it. All right, so my answer is kind of similar, but I'm going to start by saying I'm not at all surprised you have a crush on your very close friend, unless you're coworkers. I think that there's got to be an attraction sexually for random strangers to become close friends. Close people.
Really?
Yes, I think at least a little. I'm not talking about like a girl and a gay. I'm talking about like for two men, especially gay men, to just suddenly become best friends and they don't hang out with each other, they don't see each other, they don't work together. There's got to be some chemistry or attraction. Who's initiating this relationship? Who's like, I really want to hang out with Sister Indica today? Someone's contacting the other person. And yes, you might truly become the bestest of bestest friends on both ways. This is a symbiotic best friend relationship. But I do feel that the reason you're friends is because one of you had fuel that, or a fire that was fueling your relationship. So friendships are usually based on one of you being attracted to the other. And I'm not talking about coworkers. People that spend 8 hours a day together are going to become close friends. I'm not talking about church camp counselors that are doing, the same job, or people spending hours and hours together in a situation. Especially men. Men don't need to communicate to become close friends. Men can sit together in a boat and fish for 18 hours and automatically become best friends and only having said hello and goodbye. Because men bond through time. Women bond through communication. They don't even have to be in the same room. They can talk on the telephone and become the bestest of bestest friends. One lives in Oklahoma, one lives in New York. But they talk every day, so they're close friends. Men go fishing together, so they're close friends. Now, that being said, I'm not at all surprised that you're attracted to your friend. How did you become friends would be the basis of my answer. Did you just so happen to be two little gay boys at a bar and start talking? If so, one of you was probably attracted to the other already. If you are a coworker situation or a youth group situation or a basketball team, or you're automatically kind of forced to be in the same situation, you might not have had an attraction, but one of you is probably attracted to the other. Now, if he's always the one that reached out to you and said, hey, Timmy or Bob or whatever your name is, let's go to the movies, let's spend some time together, let's hang out, he might have been the one that had a crush on you. That being said, I will also agree with Sister Indica, because I've also had such tragic experiences. Sex ruins friendship. It does. Very few guys have I been able to stay friends with after that bridge was crossed. For some reason, and I think it might be because a lot of gay men are very insecure.
Yeah.
Oh God, he saw how small my dick was, or oh God, I'm a horrible bottom, or oh no, something, I might have shit on him, or whatever. Something tragic happened, and they're embarrassed by whatever instance or situation happened. But there are definitely guys out there that can hook up with random strangers and they could see them for the rest of their life and completely ignore them and like, oh, I don't even know you. Whatever.
Yeah. I've had some really good sex with my friends. I'll say some friends. The sex was amazing. It was really good. But I just, personally, I'm that awkward person that just is like, okay, you got too close. Like, get away. Like, now it's just, it killed it, and then it's, I'll take that back. There are some people that I've slept with or had sexual encounters with that I'm still friends with, and it's not too awkward, but it's not the same as it used to be.
Yep.
It's not like, I don't know, maybe I'm a mess. I'll own it. I'm a mess, but I can't do it.
But also, a lot of gay people, I'm assuming that you're gay. You actually did not even mention your gender.
It could be a woman.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're gay.
Probably a gay.
It's probably a gay. Yeah. But it could be a woman. A lot of women watch this channel. So I'm assuming that you're a guy. But sometimes guys, especially women, tend to grow emotionally attached to the guy that they had intimacy with. So if it doesn't go one way, it's probably going to go the other. Meaning, it's going to change your friendship dynamic no matter what. You might hate each other afterwards, or one of you might weirdly grow attracted and fall in love with the other. And either way, the percentage of your relationship crumbling after intimacy of a sexual nature. I get a lot of Ask Misties, and I've had a lot of people talk to me about, oh my God, I had sex with a guy from Grindr and I'm so in love and I think about him every day now and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, girl, it was a hookup. He is not thinking about you.
He's on to the next guy.
He's totally trying to get laid with somebody else now, and you're pining over a random hookup.
And if he spent any time in Palm Springs, he's probably had sex with like 10 different guys within a 6-hour period, because that's just what you do in Palm Springs. I mean,
so
hey, Palm Springs, remember me?
Long story short, your relationship dynamic is going to change. It might be destroyed, or I'm just saying there's not that many happy ever afters. it could be an ideal situation where you suddenly realize you're in love and you're soulmates and whatever, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And if it were the case, if you truly feel that that could be the case, you do have a crush on your best friend. I do think that the best relationships are best friends first. So, that being said, if he had a crush on you before you became friends, or if he was attracted to you before you became friends, I would get drunk one time and jokingly be like, oh my God, we should just marry each other.
Yeah.
Throw it into the wind.
Set a trap. It's like, toss it out there. Tease it.
Kind of like a little closeted gay boy that goes, oh my God, that guy's gay. Oh, that's so disgusting. Just to see what their friends say about it. Like, that's not disgusting. I've got gay friends. Gay people are cool. And then you're like, oh God, my friends are cool with gay people. Or you just throw it out there to see how they react. Throw it out there. Toss a line and see if it's catch. Don't put yourself on that lure and throw it into the ocean. But randomly say, we should marry each other. We're so good together. What if we grew old together? I could see you being and see what happens. Throw him the ball. If he catches it and throws it back, you might have a game. But if he lets it fall, you need to let it fall as well.
Yeah.
And you need to be mature and man enough or woman enough to let that ball fall.
Or trans enough.
Or whoever you are enough.
Everything.
Be you. Whatever that is. And throw the ball, put the idea, plant a seed, and if it grows, it grows. And just know that both of us are telling you, if that ball's not picked up and if that seed does not grow, let it die. I would pretty much guarantee that your friendship is going to be much more vital and important to you than a hookup, than a lost friendship.
And if that seed is planted and that plant grows, then roll that shit up and smoke it. Roll that shit up and smoke
Sister
it.
Indica, honey.
That's it. Roll it up.
Anyways, that was an Ask Misty with Sister Misty. Or Sister Misty. Anyways,
well, kind of, yeah.
That was an Ask Misty with Sister Indica.
And Misty Eyez.
Loving you, Susie. Yes, girl. All right, you know what? I just put on all this white face, and I don't even know what I'm doing for my number. Or what I'm wearing.
Or hair or anything.
Yeah, or what I'm doing. So let me turn this off, look at the time, and let's get dressed. Oh my gosh, girl, that was so much fun.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it so much fun?
Yes, and now you get to go with me to work. I feel like I'm having a whole Sister Indica day. We did dinner, we did almost a dinner and a movie. God, my head's like cuckoo bird. I'm having a whole entire Sister Indica day.
She is got a contact buzz just from being near me because the name Indica, I'm not a Buddhist. Just Google it.
I don't even know what that means. I didn't know until you said it today.
Yeah, it's pot. It's weed.
Indica.
So she's just getting high just by being near me.
I am an empath. I truly am an empath. And that could be it. I could be cuckoo bird because of you.
It's my fault.
But yeah, so I know all my fans are going to want to be your fans. So
I hope so.
It'll be, yeah, they do. They're amazing.
They are.
So where can they find you?
Well, first and foremost, I am a Twitter whore. Twitter is that's my shit.
Yeah.
Don't bother me on Facebook. It's not worth your time. Twitter, that is where I engage. That's where I love Twitter. I'm obsessed with it. So twitter.com/Sister Indica. And I am the one and only Sister Indica. So if you see anyone else with a name similar, that bitch is a fraud. You need to report her. You need to just blow her fucking house up.
Yeah, actually, there's usually not ever duplicate sisters.
Well,
you check with at least my house.
They usually do, but they don't anymore. So now there's two rogues out there that think slip by me, but I know the true. I'm the OG bitch.
Wow.
So Twitter, that's my thing. But other than that, I have a podcast called Joy Bomb with Sister Indica. You can listen to it on Podomatic.com or subscribe on iTunes. And I talk. She was on my 150th episode. I've been doing the show for 2 years. I talk a lot. I do sometimes 3 episodes a week. Like, I can't shut the fuck up.
You have something to say.
I have too many things to say.
And obviously people are listening.
They're listening. They're loving it. So I think you'd love it too.
Yeah.
Especially with her. I think you're gonna get to know her a little bit. I mean, I think with your channel, people get to know you very well, and that's why people like you is they feel like they know you.
That's true.
And they're gonna know you even better on Joy Bomb because you really let the hair down.
Let
the titties out.
You know what's funny?
Out, just chilled out. Told me some shit.
I've been internet friends with you for a long time.
Like 8 years or 7 years. Yeah, 8 years I probably.
And I let my guard down for your radio show. Yeah. And I definitely released some exclusive information, at least 4 things that I can think of right now that I've never said on my channel or in any interview.
That's
that you now have the knowledge.
Tea.
And only you have it.
Episode 150.
So you might have to go back and watch it because it's some things that are kind of controversial that I have not shared on my channel.
Yeah.
Personal things.
I'm kind of like the Howard Stern of drag. I dragged it out of you. I brought it out of you.
She put a spell on me.
I wove a spell.
Yeah. So it's a good time, and it's something definitely we're going to have to do again.
Yeah,
because I definitely enjoyed it. And I'm sad that we're just now hanging out, and you're leaving.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here in October, so TikTok.
To Arizona.
To Arizona. I know, right? just don't even try to rationalize it. It doesn't make any sense. But
is a particular city in Arizona?
Phoenix.
Okay, at least it's a big city.
It's a big city. I have family, or my partner has family in Tucson. His brother owns a brewery. So
you're going to be a drunk whore in Phoenix.
Drunker. Horror. More so than usual. But I'm closer to California where I was for so many years, so I get to go back to LA. You'll see me at DragCon.
Driving distance,
You'll see me at DragCon because my homegirl Scarlett Starlet has a booth. I'll be working her booth with her. I'll be working my friend Freddie Ralda's booth. He's an amazing illustrator. Shit, I may even be on a panel. We're trying to work out a podcasting panel. So I might be on a panel because the sisters sure ain't inviting me.
Wow.
If you want some real fucking tea.
Knock that shit over.
Well.
You know what's funny is I'm white. Like
You're
Casper.
Looking real good. That fucking cheek, bitch. Look at that fucking cheek. So cut. So I just love it. Ooh.
But I'm giving you a tan with this white face.
Right?
Anyways.
I love it.
Are you on YouTube at all?
I have a YouTube channel, but I don't really do anything on it.
So
I have a handful of videos. I have a transformation video from a couple of years ago. I sometimes will interview my sisters, and I'll put that on there. So just whatever. Don't even bother. It's not worth your time. Not even worth your time.
I'll link it anyway.
Okay, come on. The Sister Indica.
Even if people don't watch, you want subscribers.
Do they? Do I?
You might.
Subscribe to me on iTunes. That's where I want you. I want you on iTunes. Subscribing to my big fat trap.
Do they have to pay to listen to it?
No, it's free.
I've never heard of iTunes subscriptions.
It's a podcast. So, it's a free podcast. You don't pay a dime for it. And I post regularly, and it's a fun show, and it's good audio sound quality because some people just, use really shitty quality microphones, and it sounds like they're in a tin can.
She's not reading. She's
observing.
I'm
just telling you the truth. You listen to podcasts. You're like, what, is this bitch calling it on a phone? No, we do this shit.
Hello,
right.
caller, are you there? Long time listener,
right.
First time caller.
Yeah, Joy Bomb.
You're on the air.
Yeah, as you'll hear when you hear episode 150 with Misty Eyez.
Yeah,
and I played her song as a musical intermission because I do that musical intermissions. I play her song. Which you can get on iTunes.
You can. That is true.
Dismissed.
You can buy me on iTunes.
Buy her.
You've been dismissed.
Yeah.
You're going to hear it tonight, too.
Oh, yes!
I'm not performing it. I play it before my show. Anyways, honey, loving you is easy.
So easy.